Hello children, this is day 26 of STP Mathematics 1A lesson series. Hope all of you can remember the previous video. It was all about the previous video and with day 24 and 25. Both the videos that we were talking about the directed numbers. And before starting the algebra lesson, this is very important to be thorough with the concepts. So then today I am planning to discuss these kind of sums where now you just imagine if you have 7 plus 3 you know what to do. If you have 7 minus 3 you know what to do. But if you have 7 subtract plus 3, now that it's it is not the simple math operation, right? If you have that the 7 add and minus 3, it is not the simple math operation because you can see two signs or the two math operations closer, right? If it is just 7 plus 3, you know you want to add the numbers. If it is just 7 minus 3, you know you want to subtract 3 from 7. But if it is that the 7 subtract plus 3, 7 add minus 3, something like that, what we are going to do. So today we are going to learn how we can do this kind of thing. If you come across with that kind of situation, children, what is the first thing you should do? You want to understand that what are the signs you have, the closer signs. Here that you have positives and negatives. Can you remember in the previous video I told you? Now, before that, I want to tell you, if you have something like this, the plus sign and the bracket, in between the plus sign and the bracket, we have the hidden multiplication. Even though we have not shown it, we consider it as a hidden multiplication. If so, we multiply positive sign by a negative sign. Positive multiplied by negative, the different signs you multiply, you get the answer negative. And here you have again the multiplication, you know that you have the sign and the bracket. In between the sign and the bracket, we have the hidden multiplication. We consider it like that and we multiply the negative and positive. When you multiply the different signs, always it gives you the negative answer. First you get this. Then you put the equation mark and rewrite everything. 7 minus 3 minus 5. Now it's easier for you. 7 minus 3 you can write, the answer is 4. 4 minus 5, you know the answer, it is negative 1. This is easy. The most important thing to convert those two signs into one sign. Positive and negative, you multiply different signs, you get the negative answer. Negative and positive, you multiply different signs, you get the negative answer. Okay, and then you rewrite the question 7 minus 3 minus 5. 7 minus 3, 4. 4 minus 5, it is negative 1, right? I'll do another question. You just see that what I'm doing, that I'll do the question 24. 8 plus 9 minus 2. Don't worry what we need to do. First you think about that how we need to convert the two signs into one. Here I have positive and positive. When you multiply the same signs, it gives you a positive answer. Here you have negative and negative. You multiply the same sign, you get a positive answer. So then how do you write this? 8 plus 9 plus 2. 8 plus 9, what is the answer? 17. 17 plus 2, what is the answer? 19. See how I did the sum step by step. The very first thing we want to remove the bracket. To remove the bracket, you want to multiply the sign you have inside the bracket by the outside sign. Positive and negative, that last week we learned. If you multiply the same sign, maybe positive, or negative, you get the positive answer. If you multiply the different signs, positive, negative, or negative, positive, always you get a negative answer. After that, you rewrite the question with the newly arranged sign, and you just write the numbers as it is, and you do the simplification step by step. Okay. Then I'll do the question number 29 for you. We'll move to the whiteboard. Question number 29, we want to do -9, negative, positive. -9, negative, positive 4. Okay. And negative 10, negative 10. So then here, I don't want to worry about this negative one because it has only one sign. But here in front of 4, we have two signs. You want to convert negative and positive, it becomes negative. And here the negative and negative, we know it becomes positive. Now I rewrite the question. How I'm going to rewrite? -9, -4, and +10. -9 and -4, -13. And +10, it gives you -3. By any chance, still if you are struggling, what I did, how I get -3 when I have -13 and +10. Still, if you have that doubt, please watch the previous video. I have explained that if you don't have the multiplication or division, you just come across with the positives and negatives. If you come across with the same signs, positive, positive, negative, negative, you add the numbers and use the common sign. If you come across with the different signs, positive, negative, negative, positive, then you get the difference of the numbers and use the sign of the higher digit. So that is what you do when you don't have multiplication or division. But if you come across with the multiplication, maybe a hidden one or a visible one, you multiply or divide the same signs, positive, positive, negative, negative, always you get a positive answer. If you multiply or divide the different signs, positive, negative, or negative, positive, you get the negative answer, right? So we'll do another example. I'll take 30th one, -2, negative, positive 8, negative, positive 8, positive, positive. Then positive, negative, it is negative. Positive, negative, it is negative. Then you rewrite -2, -8, -9. -2 and -8, it is -10. -10 and -9, it is -9. Do them step by step. Don't skip the steps because that you can do this nicely, easily see that how I have done, right? So that is one type of question you want to discuss. Then I'm moving something. You just see you have -8 and subtraction, then 4 minus 7. Children, that when you come across with this kind of thing, the first you want to solve the bracket, no? The 4 minus 7, what is the answer? You have -3, right? Then what you do, you rewrite this, -8, then the minus, again you have -3. Then minus, what happened here? Plus. Then I rewrite -8 plus 3. Now it's easier to get the answer. It is -5. Hope it is clear for all of you. Do them step by step, no rush, right? First you solve the bracket, then you rewrote the numbers with the new signs, and then again that you come across with two signs in front of 3, then you want to solve that, negative, negative, that becomes positive. Then you have a simple sum that is -8 and +3. I'll take question number 35. You just see 6 plus 8 minus 15. Right? 8 minus 15, what is the answer, children? It is -7. Then you want to rewrite this. 6 plus -7. Then positive and negative, what is the answer? It is negative. So then you write 6 minus 7. And the answer is negative 1. Right? 8 minus 15, the answer is minus 7. And then I just rewrite everything, 6 plus minus 7. So then I have the two signs in front of 7. First, I want to solve that. Positive and negative, when I multiply, it gives me a negative answer. Then I have 6 minus 7, that is minus 1. Then I'm moving to the question number 36. Look at this. I have 3 minus 5 inside the bracket and plus 2, right? Then minus 2 here. Sorry, first I will, before coming to this, it's better to solve it. Yeah, then the 3 minus 5, the answer is minus 2. Then I rewrite this minus 2 plus 2. Minus 2 plus 2, what is the answer, children? Minus 2 and plus 2, we have, so then it becomes 0, right? It becomes 0. We write it as 0, right? Then we will move to these questions, right? So question number 41 to 44, right? That 44 only I have done. I will erase that. So then we can discuss these sums. It's like this. Question number 41. Look at this. 3 minus 8 minus 9 minus 4. 3 minus 8, what is the answer? Minus 5. 9 minus 4, what is the answer? It is positive 5, or just you can write it as 5. Then how I'm going to write? Minus 5, and you can get the answer minus 10. We can write this in another way, children. I will show you that method too, by any chance that if you are planning to do it like this, 3 minus 8 here we have, and here we have 9 minus 4. I write this 9 minus 4, it as plus 5. And this one I write as minus 5. Then what I do? Minus 5, subtract plus 5. Then minus and plus, it becomes minus. This is a longer method, but by any chance, if you have shown the steps like that, it is okay. Minus 5, then you get the final answer, minus 10. Okay. Then I will do the question number 42. See, I have 3 minus 1 and I have 5 minus 10. Oh, I forgot to write the positive sign there. So I have 5 minus 10. 3 minus 1, what is the answer? 2. 5 minus 10, what is the answer? Minus 10. Now I'm going to rewrite this 2 plus minus 10. Then positive and negative, it is negative. Then I have 2 minus 10. The answer is minus 8. Right? Oh, I made a mistake, big mistake. So this should be 5. Sorry about it. Right? So then this should be negative 5. And here I write negative 5. So then the positive and negative, it is negative 5. The answer is negative 3. Children, can you see that? I just always, before moving to the next question, I have a practice to double check. So that can be happen, right? So then if I don't double check what happened, I don't see this mistake. I'm just keeping it as the wrong answer. Right? So always before moving the exam also, before moving to the next question, always double check what you have done. Okay. So then the 5 minus 10, it is minus 5. And 2 minus 5, yes, minus 3. Okay. Then I will take question number 43. Question number 43, you have 7 minus 12 minus 6 minus 9. 7 minus 12 minus 5. So before writing that, I prefer to write it with the bracket, so then it's clear. 7 minus 12, it is minus 5. 6 minus 9, it is minus 3. 10 minus 5 minus 3. So then minus it is plus. Then I rewrite it. So then the negative 5 plus 3, the answer is negative 2. 7 minus 12, negative 5. 6 minus 9, negative 3. Negative 5, subtract negative 3. Negative becomes positive. Negative 5, positive 3, negative 2. Did you see the way that you can do this? Right? You can do this and double check your answers. Then we will move to the multiplication of directed numbers. Now you just see that this is easy, no children? 5 times 3. You just look at the part A. 5 times 3, 15. You know that. But the problem next, that which 15? Positive multiplied by negative, it gives you negative 15. Initially, don't worry about the sign. You just multiply the numbers and get the answer. After that, you think about the sign. Positive value you multiply by a negative value, you get a negative answer. Negative value you multiply it by a positive, still you get a negative answer. Sometimes they might just give you the numbers like 5 times negative 3, and sometimes, like in example C and D, they will show that the positive values also inside the bracket with the positive sign. Sometimes they just use it as 5, and sometimes they will give it as positive 5. You know, either they have given it with the sign or without the sign. If you have just the number, it is a positive number, right? So the same thing we want to do. Right, so then we will do the diffuse sums. You just see 6 times 4, 24. But what is the answer here? It should be negative 24. 7 times 2, 14. Negative 14. 8 times 3, 24. But negative 24. Right? It's because we are multiplying different signs. Right? So then we want to think about, these are very easy things that we don't want to waste the time. And then the division. Division also same as above, that we last week we discussed what happened that when we are multiplying and dividing, the same sign and the different signs. For an example, you just see the question number 10 I have done here. 28 divided by 7. First you do that part. 28 when you divide by 7, it gives you 4 children. Then you think about the sign. Negative value divided by a positive value, it is negative. Then the 3 divided by 3, 1. Then think about the sign. Negative value you divide by positive, it is negative. That is how you want to get the answer. Always first do the sum without thinking about the sign. Then you think about the sign and get the answer. It's easier. That is why I'm telling. If you are thorough with this straight away, that you know negative 3 divided by positive 3, it's negative 1. That straight away you can get the answer. But if you are struggling with this, the very first thing you should do the division, then think about the sign, right? Okay, children, we have come to the end of this directed number lesson. And the next video, I want to start the algebra. By any chance, if you are watching this video until the end, if you have friends who are struggling with algebra and who thinks algebra is something very difficult, ask them to watch my next video. I will tell you how to do these sums very easily, and that what is the meaning of these algebraic terms and why we need to use X and Y. I will explain everything from the beginning, right? So then the next video will be a very special one, because if you check you ask from your sisters and brothers who did the O-level exams, either Edexcel, Cambridge or National, 35% of the questions are from the algebra lesson. So then 35 to 40 sometimes. So then this is a very big component So then when it comes to your final O-level examination, so then this is the first time you learn this. So you want to learn this properly with the correct concept. Okay, children, we'll meet again with the new topic. It is kind of the exciting topic, introducing algebra. Okay, children, see you then. Bye.